Hello, I'm going to be talking about the third lesson of physical theatre, and well, this was sort of the first lesson we actually got to rehearse in our groups of two or one or solo for the solo piece or duet, but we started off with a warm up, which was all about moving your body with sound and creating a character from that, which helped me a lot. Which helped, I probably think would be extremely useful because if you're going to use music in your piece, it gives you the chance to implement what that music is going to tell about the character. So rather than creating a character and put music to it, you think more cleverly, you get a piece of music and you react naturally to it. So the movements are organic, the piece is organic, and it just gives you a chance to actually probably experiment and actually explore with actually what's going on with the music. So I think it means that your piece will mean a lot more when music is put to it. No, your piece will mean so much more if you put music to it and then react to the music rather than you already just naturally react. You plan out what you're going to do. It looks kind of fake, doesn't look organic, and then you put music to it, which may not even work. I think Simon used it because it was useful for us. It would be useful for us to make a character from music rather than making characters and then putting the music to it, because there's been quite a few times where during performances people have used wrong music completely and it's slightly ruined their piece. So we were given he put on random songs and that we just had to react to, and I remember one of them being I want to talk about the Muse song that was put on, because a lot of people came out with extremely aggressive characters, and I think when I listened to the music I wanted to create an alternate character rather than something that everyone else was coming up with. So when I heard that rock music, straight away I thought of the polar opposite of that kind of music, which is classical music. So I got a classical music listener, which I could imagine a man very intent, very knew what he was doing, and it was almost like he was on the edge. So I wanted to do it. So he listens to classical music. He's a very rich man, and then he hears this kind of music, and it's almost like now he's getting annoyed, now he's getting upset, now he wants to riot because he's bored of his mundane classical listening to music life. So I wanted to create this man who just had never understood the meaning of riot until he heard that kind of sound. So a very held back, a very nice man, which then when that kind of music comes on, he wants to then riot. He's then forced to riot. And I thought this was extremely useful because it did help me explore the use of polar opposites to music. So it didn't exactly look like I was reacting to this piece of music and I was just trying to be different. It looked like I had reacted to its music and I had a character that had changed due to the course of this music. So, and I think this is extremely helpful because when me and Paris do use our music of Singing in the Rain, instead of creating these characters that are extremely happy, bubbly, we're going to look at the character, we're going to look at the music of Singing in the Rain, and we're going to be able to create a character that is opposite to this. So, in war. So I think this perfectly gave me the chance to explore music and how my body would move to it, because Singing in the Rain is going to be using Singing in the Rain for war is so polar opposite. So I think we've got to be really clever about how we use it and how we make a character for it. But I think during that rehearsal it gave us the perfect, having that as our first rehearsal gave us the perfect use to think, alright, we're going to use Singing in the Rain, how are our bodies going to be in tune to it, how are we going to make sure that we move right with Singing in the Rain. So I think when we're thinking about Singing in the Rain, we're going to use our bodies in the aspect of thinking about how the army would walk. So thinking about classical music. The guy usually listens to classical music, so these people usually are in war. How did the classical music guy move? How did people in war move? So when we explore them, we can get the piece of music and then we can explore, so right, this is how a war man moves, but now when the war man or the soldier hears Singing in the Rain, this is how he is going to move. So it's almost like marching, but like Singing in the Rain. So we march like Singing in the Rain. So it's basically about taking aspects of the music and aspects of the soldiers of the war and putting them together. And another reason I think we wanted to use Singing in the Rain is because it's so juxtaposing to the war, but it came so close after one. Should never understood. So it's a music that's so juxtaposing to the war. Singing in the Rain, this song is one of the happiest songs because it causes, or the whole point of the song is that the guy is falling in love, so he's so happy that he's singing in the rain because of it, because he's so happy. And it's almost like this war is so opposite to that song how could that song have been brought out so close after the war? So I think what me and Paris are going to make sure we explore is the fact that on Christmas, oh, it's such a happy time, but war is such a unhappy time. So what we're going to use is the fact that it's Christmas, so we're going to have them happy. So Singing in the Rain is going to make them happy during the Christmas time, but because it's war, we're going to make them soldiers. So we've got to explore our physicality with war and Singing in the Rain. So hearing this sound and exploring it with the classical music, to then a man hearing this very rock sound, I think that will help me out so much. And then another song that was put on after this was Martha Wainwright. This I only know the name of the song, so I asked Simon after. Martha Wainwright Factory, which I think was really, really helpful because this song was extremely sad. It was like a really sad sort of mellow, laid back song. But this song reminded me of a time I didn't want to play that really sad. I think, and Sophie made a good point after, is it's very easy to play sad. So I think this song was really good because it gave us the chance not to play the easy option. It gave us the chance to use our bodies in a very abstract way to present this. And I straight away thought from this, I thought of holidays and the kind of music we'd listen to when we were on holiday in somewhere like France, which on holiday is a really relaxing, really beautiful, really sunny time, and it's so chilled and it's so happy. And when you put a song like that on, it just makes you feel even more relaxed rather than making you feel sad, and it gives good memories to sad music. So I thought straight away when I heard the sound, play like I'm on holiday. So it gave me the chance to put a memory to the music, put a memory to the sound. So I think with Singing in the Rain, and how we're going to explore putting the memory to the sound is with what we're going to do is the memory is going to be from before World War One, and how it was very gentlemanly, like everyone was very pristine, very suited, very clean, and how it was such a clean time, and how everyone was sort of gentlemen, and we wanted to explore that with how America was gentlemen. And I think so what we're going to do is the whole point of that song is the memory is the gentlemanly. So, but the memory is going to be compromised by World War One. So, and I think that Martha Wainwright song gave us a perfect scope for this because it made me know how I use my body with memory to music. So it gave me that chance to think, right, song reminds me of holiday. Now I'm going to play out that memory. So Singing in the Rain, it reminds me of prior World War One. I'm going to bring that up, the happy side. And so it's a lot, I think this whole lesson helped us so much because music is going to play such a vital role in our piece. And I really think that this couldn't have helped us more because it gave us a chance also to explore playing with a 10. And I think that was another one of those sort of things which was like, you play with that 10, you understand what you've got to play at your highest rate with your body. When the music comes on, you've got to play a 10. I've got to play a 10, and I really want to stress playing a 10 because I know that I've got to come into my performance playing a 10, and I think, again, this taught us you can't just play a 1, can't just play a 2, can't just play a 3, you've got to play a 10. So yeah, and then, but after we'd done this exercise, we went on to rehearse for the first time. And I think this was, so obviously we knew we was going in for Singing in the Rain, so as I stressed, this gave us the chance to implement everything we just learned about the music and put it into context of Singing in the Rain, putting it into context of war. And me and Paris ended up getting the entire sequence, the entire dance within that lesson, the entire first bit with that lesson, an entire fight scene with that lesson. So I don't think that could have helped us more when we were rehearsing.